This is Cup of Kryptonite doing my plan with me for the week of May 13th through the 19th. And I'm using a Pixar kit, having fun with that, getting to have some fun with it. And I got to use their kits on my last one. I used the DuckTales one. It just decided it didn't feel like recording well. So I just kind of said, okay, and gave up on the whole trying to make it work properly because it just didn't wanna. So I just kind of let it go with that part. Let's see if I can get it to, there we go. And then I just found some of the washi tape and used it. That was in my stuff. Kind of used that. Because I've been working on simply using up a lot of the washi tape that I have on cards still, just because I knew that it simply needed to get used, if you know what I mean. There we go. And these, even though it's a big happy planner, I'm just kind of doing it in such a way where I'm realizing it's simply not gonna fit into the boxes quite the same, and I'm saying, oh well, you know, because some of it is, I just know it's not going to. Whether I want it to or not is entirely irrelevant. And then I'm taking probably my favorite box, because this is probably one of my most favorite movie, is The Incredibles. I love The Incredibles. That is like probably my favorite Pixar movie ever, I have to admit. And I knew I have these extra boxes, but I'm not a planner that uses, that tries to fill in all the white space necessarily. So I just kind of go with it. And there's the cute weekend banner. And then, let's see here. There's my week here. And let's see. Okay. For my week here, I have used a box, and got my steps. And then I put a little Coffee Monsters Co. thing going, ugh. Because believe me, that's how it felt. That's how it feels sometimes whenever I do that. And then I have my Weight Watchers on Wednesday. And there's a Sweet Ava's. It's actually Sweet Ava's. Sticker. And these sometimes I don't mind using them a little bit up because I realize I don't really necessarily have great, like fantabulous places to really use them otherwise. Like, I find ways to use them still, but I just kind of tend to do stuff where, man, here I know I worked on uploading Plan With Me's, and those stickers are actually from, let's see here, I'm trying to find the lady's name here. That's from Let's Planet, is the lady who designs those one, the little girl that's in the corner. Then this is where I start my awesome countdown. My 29 days till my New Kids on the Block concert starts. And so that's what I'm going to do, is I just put a little flag on it because I definitely have enough room. And then I've just found different pics that I love of New Kids on the Block, and I'm putting random photos with it. Let's see here. And then here's where I started working on my junk journals. Started doing a bunch of, I just kind of started randomly doing a lot of it, where I just kind of started doing a bunch of it. So I tend to not write it on every single day, just because then you're seeing the same thing every single day, and it doesn't necessarily need to be every day. Unless, of course, it's New Kid stuff. And then here's 28 days to my New Kids on the Block concert. Oops. And then that's fine. Here's 27 days. And actually what I had decided to do too is I have these really cute things from Tiny Little Tulip, and I'm putting this dog that has a coffee cup next to it, and then this bunny with hearts next to him to kind of add a little extra to it. And I also love these stickers, and I have a lot of them, so I figured it's definitely something I could do without a problem. Then here would be 26 days. And let me see. I did a puppy, so I'll be doing a bunny. And the one that makes the ones that I'm putting next to them are Tiny Little Tulip. and then I'll put the flag next to it here. And then put the little puppy next to it. And then this one's a Donnie picture. So it's 24 days. Another Donnie picture. And 23 days, and then what I'll do is use these circles because then I'm using them for something. And then I'll put the little dog with his coffee cup. And then here's my new kids. And let's see here. So I got my countdown. Let's see now. And on the 18th was when I talked to my angelfish, my Joe, and I put one of the little emojis that had Pokemon on it because Joe wanted to go see Detective Pokemon, or Pikachu, yeah, with me. And he was trying to tell me how I needed to set it up even earlier because he needed to see me before then to make sure. And so I used one of my little Pokemon emojis by Coffee Monsters Co. with it. He was really cute. He was trying to make sure that I fit everything in. He's just adorable. But yet I kind of always think he's adorable. I can't help that. Because to me, he just always is. Then here I had a coffee Marco Polo with Becca. I just kind of sat with coffee and Becca and I talked back and forth on Marco Polo. And then that is the Coffee Monsters Co. coffee. And her and I got into the thing where we'll just talk back and forth on Marco Polo sometimes because it's easier than, especially because at the time her internet was having trouble. These are just some random things, and then here we go. Let's get my stickers. This I'm gonna try to find a place near Joe because he's always, this tow mater always reminds me of him because he watched Cars like 50 million times when he was a kid. That was like his favoriteest movie ever on the planet. And he couldn't help it. He just loved it. And it was so funny. And he was just hilarious with how much he just loved it. But he's just, to me, he's always hilarious. Oh. And then here's a funny one. I always thought this was funny. Doug the dog. Squirrel! Squirrel! Like, that was probably my favorite part of the movie and Up, was him going, squirrel! Squirrel! Oh, yes, and My Incredibles. I love them. They are my favorites. And I even found an Edna Mode purse, which I have to admit was just plain awesome. Because I found that to be just the coolest thing ever. Because I just thought that was the sweetest purse. And I actually spent enough money. I mean, I was willing to actually I pay full price for it, but I didn't end up. I actually managed to find it for a good price. Oh, and this one's always funny too, because it's Ava. Joe made me an Ava birthday cake. You know, of course it was, scribbles. And then my grandma asked him, well, what's that? And he said, well, Auntie Shauna's going to know. Of course, Grandma, it's Ava. It's an Ava cake. Oh, well, like anybody would know. Hello, it's Ava. It's like, duh, right? And he was like, of course she's gonna know it's Ava. Grandma? Duh. And he was like, how could you not know that it's Ava? I thought that was just hilarious. And then he made me Ava birthday hats and everything. So I got the royal treatment. He was awesome. Still is. He's so funny. Then here's my life coach Joe quote of the week is continuous improvement, keep moving forward. So that's a very good quote. And then here's my week for the week of May 13th May 13th through the 19th. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. You guys have a great day. Bye.